No.
I think 22, Mataji, 20.
The opulence and sweetness of Krishna. No, we are in the process of devotional service, right? We finished
The
with
chapter 21.
opulence and sweetness.
Okay.
No, we have not finished. Ekapada vibhuti ihara nahi parimana. Tripada vibhuti rakhe bakare parimana. No one can measure the length and breadth of 1/4 of my energy manifested in the material world. Who then can measure the 3/4 that is manifested in the spiritual world? So that is even quarter portion. Nobody can measure it. It's unlimited. So the material world itself is so unlimited, unlimited material universes, and they keep on increasing. So then what to speak of the spiritual world? It's truly immeasurable. Beyond the river Viraja is the spiritual nature, which is indestructible, eternal, inexhaustible, and unlimited. It is the supreme abode consisting of 3/4 of the Lord's opulences. It is known as Paravyoma, the spiritual sky. This is a verse from the Padma Purana quoted here by Lord Krishna. So that beyond the river Viraja is that eternal world. And hearing that, we should be captivated. Because if we have knowledge of that, then we will not worry so much about, the temporary things here so much. Pleasure, pain, oh, today I'm not feeling so good because, oh, my head is aching, or somebody said they were not nice to me. So many things. We depend so much on the pleasures and pains which we, superficial pleasant pleasures and pains which are coming from our body. But we actually are soul and we're part of the spiritual world. And that happiness is unlimited. So when we know about that, then we'll try to seek pleasure from there, not from this limited things which keep on. I mean, it's Krishna says you cannot control it. It comes and goes. Happiness and distress, they'll come and go. You can't avoid it. Tabe Krishna Brahmare Dhilena Vidhaya Krishnera Vibhuti Swarupa Janana Yaya. In this way, Lord Krishna bade farewell to the four-headed Brahma of this universe. We may thus understand that no one can calculate the extent of Krishna's energies. Brahma was totally, amazed, surprised, or shocked, in fact, to see the extent of Krishna's innumerable energies. Even Brahmaji, who's the head of this whole universe, even he did not know that they were universes much, much bigger than this. This was the smallest. He's the smallest Brahma, imagine. So in material life, no point in trying to outshine others. Because how much ever you try to be better than somebody you know nearby, we always tend to compete with our peers. Whoever is very closely associated with us, we compete. And then, okay, you may think, oh, I'm better than all these people. Then there will always be somebody better than us. So even if you become a Brahma, then also you cannot feel, oh, I'm the best in this universe. You can't. Because there are so many Brahmas, much bigger and more accomplished than our Brahma. So that is why it's foolish to try to be the best. You can never be the best. Only Krishna is the best. Ekala Ishvara Krishna and Arsava Bhritya, we're all servants. And it doesn't matter whether we are small or big because it is for Krishna's pleasure. Whatever. Suppose, we just take 2 little strawberries. Okay, maybe we like them very much. And then there are other big fruits like apple, papaya, and all that. But then we enjoy the strawberries the most. Then will we think, so does it matter if we're small or big? Krishna is taking pleasure, or rather, we are taking pleasure in strawberry. So it doesn't matter how much of it. Strawberry is giving us only small little service. We just eat a few, but some other fruits are huge. So it's no comparison like that. So all fruits are equally important because we are taking pleasure in eating them. So in the same way, the fruits, I mean, if the fruits are personified, if they are people, then there is no point. I mean, we can imagine putting ourselves in Krishna's shoes in the sense that Krishna, he is enjoying himself. For example, we are enjoying varieties of food. Okay, and so there is rice and dal and sabjis and chutneys and so many things. Now, suppose somebody says, oh, you like this sabji the most, or you like samosas the most, so I'll take away all the others. Then say, no, no, wait, I like everything. I want to enjoy my meal. So how can you say that one is better than the other? Okay, maybe we like samosa more than ordinary rice or something, but we want rice also. Everything is very dear to us. So in the same way, Krishna is enjoying himself and everyone is giving him some pleasure. And there is no point in competing because all of us are equally important for him because we are for his pleasure. And that will make us also completely satisfied, fully. We get the pleasure because we are part of him and we enjoy, we get satisfied through him. So in this way, um, we may thus understand that no one can calculate the extent of Krishna's energies. So if we glorify Krishna, then we'll always be satisfied with his greatness. Yes. And just by glorifying him, we'll be satisfied. If we don't glorify Krishna, we will always want to, trumpet our own qualities. And then we'll be very upset if somebody else's qualities is trumpeted and not ours. And we always feel very sad if somebody is better than us. All this is because that is how material world is. But on the other hand, the real thing is that we get glorified only when we are lost in Krishna's glories. We like devotees, we glorify those devotees who are always glorifying Krishna, who are serving him. Then we have great respect for them. So that is our original position. There is a very deep meaning in the word Tri Adishwara or Trai Adishwara, which indicates that Krishna possesses three different lokas or natures. The Trai Adishwara means proprietor of the three worlds. There are three worlds, and Krishna is the supreme proprietor of them all. This is explained by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita 5.29. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram suhridam sarva bhutanam gyatva mam shantim richati. A person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all the planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace from the pangs of material miseries. And so first thing is to become fully conscious of Krishna, that he is not simply, simply some imaginary thing. The Shastras are saying, but as far as I know there is no Krishna. No, I mean, we are not experienced him, but we do experience when you chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada said that you feel happy. That is Krishna. You're experiencing Krishna. And so we have to be aware, Krishna conscious of him. And that whatever we are doing, sacrifices, work, anything that we are doing, we are keeping different vratas, or we are doing our work in a very proper way. Everything is for Krishna's satisfaction. That is what we should be conscious of. We're working, not thinking of our own enjoyment, but Krishna's enjoyment. He should be pleased with my work. So he is the enjoyer. We may be satisfying so many other people. We cook for our families, or we serve our families, we earn for our families, so many things, or we work for the boss or for society. But the ultimate beneficiary is Krishna. If he is not satisfied, then we should not be doing any of those. So ultimate beneficiary is Krishna. And he is the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities. So, and second, he and the supreme lord of all the planets and demigods. He is the owner. Knowing that should satisfy us because it's like, we are living in a rented house. If all the property belongs to Krishna and we have hired it, I mean, Krishna is very kindly given to us, like giving his children. Now, if you take it from somebody else, say, for example, Maya Devi, then she's a very hard taskmaster. You have to pay very high rent. And if you don't pay rent, she'll kick you out of the house. But if we are staying in Krishna's house and we are aware, my owner, proprietor is Krishna, then we are very happy and safe. Oh, he'll never kick me out. He has given this place to me and he'll take care of me. So automatically we become peaceful. He's the supreme proprietor. There's nobody to kick me. If you think Maya is the supreme proprietor, oh, this material nature or energy, material world or material people, that's all part of material energy. Then we become very disturbed. Oh, they're very strict. And if I don't do this, they will try to evict me. And then anyway, they'll try to keep on increasing the rent, giving me, harassing me, not doing anything that I asked for. So those people are all difficult to deal with. But if you take, no, this, everything is Krishna's, and I just depend on him alone, then Krishna will take care of his devotees. So that is the thing. He is the proprietor of the three worlds. If you're in Krishna consciousness, you'll recognize that. If you're in Maya consciousness, you'll see, no, this material world is something else. It's for me to conquer and enjoy. The word Sarva Loka means all three worlds, and the word Maheshwara means the supreme proprietor. Krishna is the proprietor of both the material and the spiritual world. The spiritual world is divided into two portions, Goloka Vrindavana and the Vaikunthas. The material world is a combination of universes unlimited in number. So, how can we own all this? It's impossible to be like God, owning so much property. So all we have to change is that I can enjoy only if I own it. If Krishna just gives it and you can stay as long as you want, I mean, wherever Krishna gives, everything belongs to him and he'll take care of me. Wherever I have to go, he will put me. So such a person is very happy. He's just happy. Today is just thinking of now, that's it. I'll do my duty. Whatever I'm supposed to do, okay, you can plan for the future and things like that superficially, but internally he knows that he's totally different, dependent on Krishna. So you don't have to worry what will happen tomorrow and all that. The most important thing is because we are so possessive, we feel that only if it belongs to me, something should be mine. So people buy a lot of land and gold and all that so that they feel secure. I own, I'm a proprietor. That makes them feel secure. But actually, that is not any security. And we know that it's very dangerous in the material world. Nothing is permanent. So, and if at all you manage to keep it with you throughout your life, and you have to leave it at the time of death. But if you accept that, yeah, Krishna is the proprietor, I'm simply a secondary person, secondary proprietor. He's just allowed me to keep it for some time. Okay, Krishna. Then we're very grateful to him and we are always glorifying him instead of thinking of my property, how will I increase it, why they have got more than me, or why somebody is trying to take away and then we're very disturbed. So all these things then will go away and we'll have complete peace. That all these things don't matter. Actually, I'm eternal soul. Actually, that's the ultimate peace, source of peace, like a Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma for him. But even before that, one who surrenders to Krishna, he knows that Krishna is there. He'll take care. And I'll just do my duty. And that's it. The results are given by Krishna. The three lokas are Gokula, Mathura, and Dwaraka. So the three loka, different. In the material world also, there is Swargaloka, Bhuloka, and Patala Loka. Then he is saying in the spiritual world, Gokula or Goloka, Mathura, and Dwaraka. Krishna lives eternally in the three places. That's why it's called Trai Adishwara. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura comments that in the Goloka planet, there are three divisions, Gokula, Mathura, and Dwarka. In his incarnation as Gaurasundra, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord conducts his pastimes in 3 areas: Navadvip, Jagannath Puri, and Brajamandala, the area of Vrindavan Dham. Jagannath Puri includes and South India also. He did his pastimes in South India also. So Navadvip, Jagannath Puri, and South India, and Vrajamandala. So again, 3 lokas. Antaranga Purnaishwarya Purnatina Dhama Tinera Adishwara Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. These 3 places are full of internal potencies, and Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is their sole proprietor. Purva Ukta Brahmandera Yata Dikpala Ananta Vaikunta Varana Chiralokapala Tansabhara Mukuta Krishna Pada Pita Age Dandavata Kalitara Manipite Lage. As previously mentioned, the jewels on the helmets of all the predominating deities of all the universes and Vaikuntha planets touched the throne and the lotus feet of the Lord when those deities all offered obeisances, all the Brahmas who came there. Yes, they are the presiding or predominating deities of all the universes and Vaikuntha planets. They also came. They all touched the throne and the lotus feet of the Lord when those deities all offered obeisances. When the gems on the helmets of all the predominating deities collided before the throne and the Lord's lotus feet, there was a jingling sound which seemed like prayers offered by the helmets at Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna is thus situated eternally in his spiritual potency, and the opulence of that spiritual potency called Shad Aishwarya, indicating 6 kinds of opulences. What is that Shad Aishwarya? Yes, unlimited wealth, this thing, beauty, intelligence, power, and fame, and renunciation. So this is a Shad Aishwarya of Krishna. So say Swarajya Lakshmi Kare Nitya Purna Kama Ataiva Vede Kahi Swayam Bhagavan. Because he possesses the spiritual potencies which fulfill all his desires, Krishna is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the Vedic version. So Swarajya Lakshmi means personal opulence. That's how it's been translated here. Because he possesses the spiritual potencies, all the Lakshmis, which fulfill all his desires, Krishna is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishnera Aishwarya Apara Amritera Sindhu Avagahite Nari Tara Chuila Ekabhindu. The unlimited potencies of Krishna are just like an ocean of nectar. Since one cannot bathe within that ocean, I've only touched a drop of it. So imagine how much unlimited potency is like an ocean of nectar, and just one drop itself we are struggling to understand. Aishwarya kahite prabhura Krishna spurti haila madhurye majila mana ekashloka padila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was describing the opulences and spiritual potencies of Krishna in this way, there was an awakening of love of Krishna within him. His mind became immersed in the sweetness of conjugal love, and he quoted the following verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Yen Nritya Leelaupaikkam Swayoga Maya Balam Darshayata Grihitam Vishmapanam Swasya Cha Saubhagardehe Parampadam Bhushana Bhushanangam. To exhibit the strength of his own spiritual potency, Lord Krishna manifested a form just suitable for his pastimes in the material world. This form was wonderful even for him, and was the supreme abode of the wealth of good fortune. Its limbs were so beautiful that they increased the beauty of the ornaments worn on different parts of his body. So, in the material world, he wanted to come and show us what he is, what kind of pastimes Krishna is enacting in the spiritual world, what is our eternal relationship with him. So, to show us, he came in such a beautiful form and was the supreme abode. Even for him, it's wonderful. Once Krishna saw his own reflection and he became so attracted. So, even for him, his form is so wonderful. So, you can imagine how, because it's always ever increasing in its beauty. And it was the supreme abode of the wealth of good fortune. Just seeing Krishna's form is so purifying, so auspicious, source of all good fortune. That's why Krishna says, just keep thinking of me and do your work. Finish. That's the source of all good fortune. And that's a fact. Whatever you may be doing, if you're thinking about Krishna, then the work will turn out all right. That is why Prabhupada said, chant first thing in the morning, get up and chant, because you need Krishna to be with you. And not only that, Mangala Arati, all auspiciousness. As soon as you get up, you must see the form of the Lord. I mean, after bathing, of course. And then we go and see the beautiful form of the Lord and worship him. And that really is the source of all auspiciousness, Mangalam. And so, supreme abode of wealth of good fortune. Its limbs were so beautiful that they increased the beauty of the ornaments worn on different parts of his body. So, instead of ornaments making him more beautiful, Krishna's form was so beautiful that any ornament you put, then the ornament looked even more beautiful. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 3.2.12 is stated in a conversation between Vidura and Uddhava. Uddhava thus begins his description of the pastimes of Sri Krishna in his form exhibited by Yogamaya. Krishnera yate ka kela sarvotama naralila naravapu tahara swarupa Gopavesha Venukara Nava Kishora Natavara Naralila Rahaya Anurupa. Lord Krishna's many pastimes, of which his pastimes as a human being are the best. His form as a human being is the supreme transcendental form. In this form, he is a cowherd boy. He carries a flute in his hand and his youth is new. He is also an expert dancer. All this is just suitable for his pastimes as a human being. So we are made in his image. So naturally, the human form is the one which he can really show his maximum. That is why when he comes in the form Matsya, Kurma, all those forms, they are only partial incarnations. They don't have full potency of Krishna because he doesn't do Madhurya Leela and all that in Matsya Avatar, right? He just goes, just swimming in the ocean and then just being, carrying the boat along. So, and then of course, exchanging love with his devotees. But that love is a kind of general, Shantaras, Dasyaras, that's it. Only in Krishna's form, we can go up to the form of, Madhurya Leela. Just imagine, on an equal level, almost, of with Krishna. To exhibit the strength of his own spiritual potency, Lord Krishna manifested. Okay. Then, Lord Krishna has many pastimes, of which his pastimes as a human being are the best. His form as a human being is the supreme transcendental form. We did this. Yeah. My dear Sanatana, the sweet, attractive, transcendental form of Krishna is so nice. Just try to understand it. Even a fractional understanding of Krishna's beauty can merge all the three worlds in the ocean of love. He attracts all living entities within the three worlds. He attracts, provided we are ready to be attracted. Because just like magnet attracts iron filings, but if the iron is covered with a lot of sand, then it will not attract. So, I mean, its potency gets, I mean, it's covering itself. It's not coming in the under the thing of the magnet. In the same way, Krishna is very magnetic, spiritual potency. He can attract anyone. But we don't want to be attracted. So Krishna has personally put the Maya to cover us. And because of that, we're not attracted. Even after seeing Krishna, some people don't get attracted. There's a, so even when he was personally present, so many people saw him, but not everybody. It's described in the Krishna pastime, the Krishna book, how when Krishna appeared in the arena of Kamsa, different people were viewing him differently. Materialistic people thought, oh, he's a very charming boy from Vrindavan, something like that. Oh, but how is he a match? Imagine it, they're such puny boys. And this Chanura and Mushtika are so strong. I don't know what is going to happen. Why are they having this unequal duel and like that? And then they were these impulseless, they were just looking at him and saying, they were feeling, oh, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. They're feeling great peace by seeing him. And then there were this his parents and his friends and all that. They were saying, "Oh, my Krishna is going to fight. I hope he. I mean, but my friend, he's quite strong and powerful." They were very confident. And then the mothers, all the and Maharaja Nanda, Yashoda, and all with paternal feelings, they thought, "Oh, our son, how he will face this, Mustika and Chanura, what is this?" And so they were feeling great anxiety for him out of love. And then the gopis were thinking, this is Cupid. He is so attractive. So they couldn't take their eyes off him. So each person, according to his attraction to Krishna, thinks of Krishna in that way. Those who are too materialistic will think, Krishna was just an ordinary person. He was just a historic personality. But even a fractional understanding of Krishna's beauty can merge all the three worlds in the ocean of love. He attracts all living entities within the three worlds. So we should be praying to him. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Please open my eyes. Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Please reveal yourself to my eyes so that I can become attracted to you. I'm attracted by Maya, but now I want to be attracted to you, your form, your glories, your name, your leelas. I want to be attracted by you and not by Maya. We have to desire that. Then slowly Krishna will remove the curtain which is covering us from our vision, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can give us pure love for him. We should just ask for it. We should understand that that's the most valuable thing. All other things that I'm running after are useless. Just make us feel dissatisfied and hankering for more and lamenting when it's not there. It's just useless. And so we have to only pray for that. Please let me be attracted by you. That is the source of all good fortune. The transcendental form of Krishna shown to the world by Lord Krishna's internal spiritual energy, which is a transformation of pure goodness. This jewel-like form is the most confidential treasure of the devotees. This form is manifested from Krishna's eternal pastimes. So that is under internal energy. Only when we chant Hare Krishna, we have any access to internal energy. Otherwise, we are fully in the jail of Maya's kingdom. What will we understand? What is the palace? What is the king? What is his life? How can we have any connection with that? No, we are in the jail in Maya's kingdom. But somehow, suppose the king comes and says, I will forgive you and I'll take you back to my kingdom. Okay, so every day you have to glorify me and beg forgiveness and repent for whatever you've done. Then very quickly I'll come and release you. So that is the only way in we can any hope of escape. Otherwise, we are completely, because You did a crime and then you keep on committing crimes. You're not even repentant. Then how is there any hope of coming out of it? So that is why the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is under the internal energy of Krishna, because it is giving us access to him. We are coming in contact with him by chanting his names. We are already connecting with him through his sound. Even Lord Brahma only connected with Krishna through sound in the beginning. As soon as he was born, he saw himself in the lotus flower sitting there, and just like a newborn baby, he got disturbed. Where am I? From where have I come? Who am I? And all that. And he kept looking for his mother, up and down, lotus stalk. And then he came to the end of the stalk. That time he couldn't see Vishnu, his mother and father. He couldn't see, but he heard Vishnu in his transcendental voice. He said, Tapa, Tapa. And he said, oh, okay, he understood it. Spiritual language is easy to understand because the Atma knows spiritual language. And you don't need to know, you can understand. And so he went sat on the lotus again and started doing meditation. And when for 1,000 celestial years, then at the end of which Krishna was satisfied and he revealed himself. So it's not important to see him. If you hear him, that is, one day we will see him. So that is how chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is so important, so valuable, that because through this, we'll get our eternal relationship. And we are in the orbit of Krishna's, our life, maybe in a little long, outer ring, we are to keep on chanting so that we come to his inner circle of the spiritual energy. And everything in our life will be controlled by Krishna, which is, in a mystic way, in a more spiritual way, rather than being under the shelter of material energy or Maya. Okay, we will stop now. Any questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Mataji, wonderful class Mataji, as usual.
Prabhu, I'm not able to hear you at all. Others are able to hear?
Yeah, they said they can hear me also. Anjali Mataji, can you hear me? Virendra Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes, I can hear you.
Something wrong with my mobile, I think. What is wrong?
Can you hear Anjali Mataji?
Yes,
Anjali
Prabhuji.
Mataji? No, I'm asking.
All of you are talking, I'm not able to hear. Why is that?
Anjali, yeah.
Did I get a call? I got a call in between. Just
Okay.
Yeah, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. I can hear you, Prabhu.
Yeah, Mataji will come back now. Mataji had some problem.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Now I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, Mataji. That time, even I asked, maybe my problem, then I asked Anjali Mataji to tell that we can hear, Mataji can start. So, you couldn't hear anyone, no, Mataji?
Yeah, Prabhu. I think because in between, if you get a call now,
it
then,
stops.
Yeah, you can't hear others. Yeah, that's why what happened. I was
Anjali
wondering
Mataji,
what.
thank you. Thank you, Mataji. It's
Then
wonderful,
luckily
Mataji.
I saw the chat and I understood. Yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna. Mataji, one question here. See, now towards the end of the class, you said Brahma heard that he has to do tapasya, and then he did for 1,000 years. Then then only the Lord revealed himself, like the knowledge is being imparted heart to heart, like that, no, Mataji?
Knowledge is important.
No, now imported heart to heart from Mahavishnu to Brahma. It is not spoken. It is the transformation from heart to heart, right?
Yes. When he did the tapasya, then he became purified. So he was ready to see the Lord.
Okay. My question is, Mataji, so it's he just was created, and then he followed the stem and he went to thousands of yojanas in the, then he couldn't find, then he came back following the, then sat on the lotus, white lotus, and then even it is not directly mentioned that you do tapasya. Srimad Bhagavatam says something indirectly, like dwa, dasa, the number of words, then it is like that, no, Mataji. The tha is this number of words, and taba is 21st word of Sanskrit, something like that, indirectly only mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Then how come these knowledge came to Brahma? So first word is 15, the second word is 21. So when I put tapa means tapas. So I let me do tapasya. Maybe that also partially the Lord gave him by birth only.
Yes, because he's so self-realized. Brahma is so exalted. He's not like us. When we are born in Tamoguna. We don't know anything. But he is so Sattva-guna, so much Sattva-guna. In his birth only, he is so brilliant.
Brilliant, okay. Because
He can
we are getting direction, direct meaning, and with lot of purports, lot of still we are not catching. Brahma heard it indirectly through the sound of the waves. He understood. I have to tapasya, do tapasya. It's amazing. So one more thing, I was when I was walking about, I was thought asking you. It's so amazing. Sanatan Goswami heard it all in the Sanatan section. So nice, Mataji. Thank you so much. Any questions? Anjali Mataji, thank you. Dhanyavad Mataji. Mataji start from the beginning.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hi, bird.
Mataji is from Bangalore, Mataji? Anjali Mataji?
I'm
Bangalore,
from
sir?
Saibabad.
Oh,
Saibabad.
Saidabad. Saidabad, okay.
Saibabad. Very good.
Mataji, before you joined, Saroji Mataji came and she said, I have to go. Then I said, okay. Okay.
And
That's
dance
okay.
soul too. Dance
That is
soul.
Debanjali. That is Debanjali.
Debanjali.
Debanjali, you know, she complete. She's a dancer, so she put now her soul into dance. She danced in front of Jagannath in the Jagannath Rath Yatra so nicely. She Mataji in you know that Kalakshetra in Adayar. She had she completed her graduation there only as a dance. So how are you feeling, Debanjali, now?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. So my soul is Krishna's soul. Dance is he only. He's only my dance.
Okay, ego is dancing, soul is to connect Krishna. Amazing. You are Radhika only, I know. You are a gopi, you are a sure gopi.
Oh my God.
You are really
But
gopi.
what are you doing with it? I mean, after finishing, how are you engaging yourself with the dance?
I'm learning from Tarak Pattam. It's in Silvan, Ranjit Vijana. I'm in guidance of them now, and I'm now teaching and start teaching.
Oh, okay. You started teaching.
Huh?
Okay.
She
started teaching then.
Very good.
And also she's learning also part-time. Doing both.
Yeah,
very nice.
And I'm also trying to do masters. This year I tried in Madras University, but I didn't get. I have tried another university, but it's stopped. So I have to again apply next year.
Which university?
Madras University.
Madras? What?
Madras University. Okay. Again, you are coming to Chennai.
I'm here only in Chennai only.
Oh, you didn't go. You are still in Chennai only. You completed the course, no?
Yeah, I completed, but for like in person, I wanted to have the guidance. So I stayed.
So you like Chennai more than Calcutta?
Online. No, it's not like that. But yeah, I like everywhere. Every place belongs to my Radharani. So I'm happy with that.
You been to Chennai temple? Sholingrain?
Yeah. I visited Parthasarathi.
No, that is
Like,
Triplicane. Triplicane. I'm saying ISKCON temple is that beautiful temple
yes,
in
yes, I
OMR Road.
visited. This,
Okay.
like
Okay.
last Sunday only I went.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Devanjali.
That's good.
Uh,
Shweta is
Mataji,
from where? Dubai? Shweta?
no, Mataji. No, Mataji. She's from
Or Delhi? Shweta, is it?
कोटि कोटि प्रणाम माता जी. Yeah, I'm from Delhi, माता जी. Delhi.
Delhi.
Okay.
कोटि कोटि प्रणाम माता जी.
Kritika,
This
you
Virendra
belong to
Kumar is
Sai
from.
Baba group?
Sorry, माता जी.
Are you? Do you belong to the Sai Baba group?
Yeah,
Or no?
yeah, माता जी. I belong to the Sai Baba group, right, माता जी. Nice
Okay.
lecture, माता
Because
जी.
I see you come to chant also, na, every morning.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. Your blessing, माता जी.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
This
Hare
Virendra
Krishna.
Kumar is our group. Our group.
Virendra.
Here from
Huh?
Sharjah only. He's from Sharjah only. Virendra Kumar.
Oh, Virendra Prabhu. Okay.
Dubai only, yeah. Actually, he's from Shiva Sangan. He's attending daily. Hare Krishna. Maybe now he's busy something. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyo Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namananda Koti Vaishnav ki jai. Hari Hari Prabhu. Thank you.